Hello everybody, in today's video we are finally going to figure out what is the best entrance for the Lost River. There are 4 entrances for the Lost River. There is the Blood Kelp Small, there is the Deep Grand Reef, there's the Blood Kelp Big, and there is the bulb zone. Alright, before we get into it, I just want to tell everybody I am starting from 0-0. So every time I start moving into a direction, I am moving from 0-0. This is what it looks like. It's pretty close to both of the little corals that pop out of the water. Alright, first one we are going to be going to is the Deep Grand Reef. If you need an easy access point, all you have to do is have this signal proposed Degassi habitat 500 meters. If you turn that on, you can just go directly towards that. Found the Degassi base. Now if you just keep going down here, there should be, yes, there's a Lost River. Alright, I guess this is a good time to tell you how I will be judging it. I will be judging this on mainly 3 things: how fast you can progress the story, how fast you can get down to the lava zone, and how easy it is to bring your Cyclops down. So first things first, Cyclops, not that easy to bring down here. I'm going to rate that a 2 out of 10 just for that. But, you know, that's just the start. All right, so this spits you out kind of in like a weird little area. Like there's nothing here immediately. However, if you keep going straight this way, if you just hug this left wall, bang, you will find this guy right here. Now this isn't like a huge part of the story, however it is a good part of the story. Plus you'll find this right here where you will find an orange tablet. I don't have the orange tablet. Fuck! Now that I have an orange tablet, let's go in here. So in here, there's some stuff you can scan. I can't because I'm in creative. However, more importantly, there's a data download, there's some ion cubes, and most importantly, there's a cuttlefish egg in here. I mean, it's a cuttlefish egg. How can you say no to that? All right, now from this guy over here, you're gonna want to take a left whenever the path comes about. All right, here's the turn right here. All right, now we are coming up on the 1, a ghost leviathan, and 2, the gargantuan leviathan. Oh my god, guys, actually, I just remembered, I'm actually stealing this on 4 things. How dangerous it is. I don't know how I forgot about that part.
Are you dumb or something?
For the dangerous category, just the Leviathan is a 5 by itself. However, because you're coming through the Deep Grand Reef, I'm going to add 1 for crab squids. So it's going to be a 6 out of 10 for dangerous. All right, from here, how far can we progress the story? I believe the right way to go is right. That's pretty funny. The right way to go is right, at least when it comes to story-wise. All right, right here is the next form of progression when it comes to the story. If you turn right here, you should see these little alien architect things. And if you come this away, there is the collapsed disease research facility right here. And that is pretty much it for the story of the Lost River. Since the orange tablet was really easy to get to, especially since you get the orange tablet at the Degassi base. Alright, when it comes to how fast you can progress the story, I am going to give it a 6 out of 10, because if you explore the Degassi base right as you're entering the Lost River, you can get the orange tablet. You can very easily put the orange tablet into the thing I showed you earlier, and then get all the scans and everything you need in that room. Alright, so Recording Me decided that he didn't want to record the last part of this little section, so I will be doing that.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
So for the Lava Zone section for Deep Grand Reef, I'm going to rank it a 6 out of 10. You have to go pretty far. Like, you gotta go, obviously, where you come in at and then you got to go past the Ghost Leviathan, turn right, and then you'll see the Sea Dragon, then to the Cove Tree, and then down. So you know it's kind of far, but also not that bad. All right, the second one we are going to be going to is the Bulb Zone. So let's just start going. All right, when it comes to how easy you can get your Cyclops in here, this is a really big opening. If you can't get your Cyclops in here, honestly, that is a skill issue, and that is not my problem. For the Cyclops rating, I think I'm going to rank it a 9 out of 10. I mean, I'm sure somebody could figure out how to get stuck on that. Alright, now coming up, there is going to be a Ghost Leviathan. I think I see him right there, actually. No. Wait, where is he? Hello? There's the Ghost Leviathan. Alright, so there is a hole below the Ghost Leviathan that goes to the inactive lava zone. So we actually have lava zone figured out before any lore. So I'm going to give it 10 out of 10 when it comes to lava zone. If you do have your Cyclops down here, whatever wall the Ghost Leviathan is hugging, hug the other one and turn on rig for silent running. So if he's hugging this right wall right here, hug the left wall. If he's in the middle, well, then just wait for him to go to one of the sides. He will eventually. When it comes to story, I think I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 because, I mean, the first thing you see is the disease research facility. Alright, so we are now going down the hole that the Ghost Leviathan is guarding. So if we just find the way forward, which is this way, you will see that this is probably the best way to go down into the lava zone. Because one, you get it before, you don't really even have to enter the Lost River to go into the inactive lava zone. Another good reason is because there's always a kyanite right here, and if there's not always a kyanite right here, it's pretty fucking close. However, if you just keep going straight, you will see the lava castle directly in front of you. You will also see, where is it? You will also see this Reaper Leviathan skeleton, which, I mean, you can scan it and it doesn't actually do anything that huge. It's just kind of cool. Plus, if you just keep going straight, there is an entrance right here. So there is literally everything you would need just from this one entrance. Oh, also right here, you can go down into the active lava zone where you can go beat the game. And when it comes to dangerous, I'd probably give it a 7 because obviously you got to deal with this sea dragon. You got to deal with this Ghost Leviathan. Alright, next one we are going to be visiting is Blood Kelp Small. So this is the one right next to the sparse reef. Alright, when it comes to how easy you can get your Cyclops down here, I'm going to give it, I'll give it a 9. It might be a little bit of a tight squeeze from here to there. Alright, so I changed my mind on the Cyclops one. Whoa, hey there, crab squid, I am sorry. Alright, when it comes, yeah, I am going to change the Cyclops one a little bit. This might be a little bit too small to fit through consistently. So I'm probably going to give this a 8 out of 10 when it comes to the Cyclops. This spits you out right by the Gargantuan Leviathan, which is also right next to a Ghost Leviathan. However, if you just kind of hug this left wall over here, you should be fine. All right, and then when it comes to story, I think I am going to give this a 5 out of 10. I'm only giving it a 5 out of 10 because it's pretty similar to the one in the Deep Grand Reef. However, you don't get the purple tablet immediately from the Degassi base right there. Just to save myself a little bit of time, this is also the same one as the Deep Grand Reef, so I'm going to give it the exact same lava rating as I did Deep Grand Reef. And when it comes to how dangerous it is, I'm going to give it a 1. Okay, last one we are going to is the Blood Kelp Big. Now, this is the same Blood Kelp where you find a life pod 2. So if you have some trouble finding it, just go to life pod 2 and you'll find it pretty easily. Alright, so for how easy it is to get the Cyclops down here, I'm gonna give it a 7. The way I just went, I don't think you should bring the Cyclops down there. I don't think it'll fit. However, if you go the normal way, just by going out here and going down, you should be fine. Alright, now when it comes to this part of the Lost River, I actually don't like driving my Cyclops in here at all. There's a Ghost Leviathan in here somewhere. Plus, with all these like branches and stuff, it's just kind of annoying to drive your Cyclops in here. So I think I'm actually going to knock it down to 6 out of 10 for Cyclops. Now, when it comes to story, you do spit out right next to the dead sea dragon. So if you keep going this way and then turn left, you will get to the disease research facility. Bam, easy as that. So I think when it comes to the story, I'm going to give Blood Kelp, I'll go with 6 because it spits you out right next to the disease research facility. However, again, you cannot do the orange tablet. Alright, I guess once again, it's going to be the same ranking for Lava Zone. And when it comes to how dangerous it is, I'm going to give it a 2. And the results are in. And in last place, we have the Deep Grand Reef with 20. And in third place, we have Bulb Zone Small with 20. Don't worry, in second place, we got Blood Kelp Large with 20. Ah, shit. Well, I guess it's a 3-way tie for a second, but first by 14 points, it is the Bulb Zone with 34 total points. If you guys would like, you can check my math, however, I'm pretty sure it's correct. Alright, with that being said, Bulb Zone is the winner, so congratulations, Bulb Zone. Congratulations! Thank you everybody so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Alright everybody, thank you for watching to the end of the video. This video right here, YouTube thinks you're really going to like it. You should give it a try. What if it's your favorite video of all time? Who knows? My channel is right here. If you don't want to watch this one for whatever reason, my channel is right here. Check that out. And if you want to watch a podcast, me and my friend have a podcast, anything and everything, it's right there. Click on any of them. Bye-bye.